come from the film festival background. I used to run a film festival in Sao Paulo in the 80s. So I used to go all over the world scouting. And then I decided to go behind the cameras. And I started making films about arts and culture. And then as time went by, I realized that we should use arts and culture for something beyond arts and culture. So I started making films about creative resistance, how we can use music, poetry, dance, photography to change the world. I went to Burkina Faso to make a film for Slow Food International about agroecology because they got rid of Monsanto and they were very active about, fighting in GMO. And but when I got there, I was so impressed that everybody was so engaged that I decided to make 2 films. And today you're showing the Burkinabe Rising. A lot of times we think activists are just like some very select political people, but over there, the musicians, the farmers, the dancers, the poets, they were all engaged in changing society, and they succeeded. They got rid of a president that was glued to power for 27 years, so it's power of the people. And the next one is Burkinabe Bounty, about agroecology, because food is something we all have to eat, so we have to protect our seeds, and we have to be very fierce about, not allowing people to poison our food. So it's all integrated, political change, agroecology, music, art, film. We are all one world, and we gotta make sure we don't destroy this one world. I was in a situation where the government had changed, so we didn't have the dictator anymore. But my friends before, they used to have a film festival for censored films. But now the censored film festival is going all over Africa, so it's positive times, Before we had to close our mouths, but now we can open. At this censored film festival that I was talking about, we had the premiere there, and I just got email that now it's showing all over Burkina Faso at the Cine Club. It's called Festival de Cine Droit Libre. So it's a very good movement, and it's sprinkling all over West Africa and hopefully the whole continent. It's amazing to be able to come to some of the European countries and see this effort about crossing cultures, because we are very ignorant. We tend to always just look inwards, and the African continent is just amazing. Tonight I'm bringing a story, a positive story, but a lot of times we only see the negative, and it's much more complex, African continent has to be shown in all these multi-layers. So it's very wonderful to have a festival here where we can see all facets of Africa.